this tutorial about how to hack the NEO-GEO Mini, we're going to talk about the whole process, and this tutorial will be just displayed into either in English and Spanish. Bienvenidos al tutorial de introducción a cómo introducir, a cómo meter el firmware de la NEO-GEO Mini. Y este tutorial va a ser mostrado en español y en inglés. First of all, you need to download a pack from our repository. This tutorial, well, I'm going to use the new 2.0e repack that you can find in the repository, but that works for any other packs that we have into the repository. So first of all, once you have your pack downloaded or unzipped using 7-zip, you will find all of this folder, which driver, all the firmware files, the software tool, the firmware, and a quick guide. Okay, so if you open the quick guide, you can find here a couple of some information, some points that well, you can follow if you have any problem or you have any doubts before asking. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is to remove all of these rubber pads. Bueno, lo primero que tenéis que hacer es descargar el fichero 2.0 RPack o cualquiera de ellos de los que hay en el repositorio, y una vez descomprimidos utilizando 7-zip vais a encontrar esta estructura de carpetas, y lo primero que haremos será abrir la guía y bueno, en esta guía pues se presentan diferentes opciones, como podemos ver aquí, y vamos a empezar por quitar las patitas de gomas de aquí, ¿vale? Las quitamos los tornillos. So you need to unscrew all of that. Okay, so you can find in the bottom a tiny button here that is the firmware update button that we are going to use later on to put the console in DFU mode. Así que una vez quitadas las patas de goma, una vez desenroscados los tornillos, nos vamos a encontrar con un pequeño botón en la parte inferior, que es el que vamos a utilizar después para encender la consola en modo DFU. Let's return to the folder extracted. So the first thing that you need to do is to install the drivers. I'm not going to install the drivers because I have already installed it, but here it is. Let's open the flasher. So just double click on main app, click on yes, okay, and it will prompt with replace firmware. Okay, so you need to search your files here, no, here, sorry, it's that one. Okay, copy the path, paste here, okay, and select this file. Así que lo primero que tendréis que hacer será instalar los drivers. Yo los tengo ya instalados, por lo que no los voy a instalar. Y lo que hemos hecho ha sido abrir, una vez instalados los drivers, abrir el software para el flasheo. Nos abrirá, ¿sabes?, una ventana modal en el que nos dirá Replace Firmware, ¿vale? Y tenemos que ir a esta carpeta, ¿vale? Que la tenemos bajada. Tenemos que ir a esta carpeta, seleccionar este fichero y darle a abrir. So, once it's open and it's loaded, just click on replace. Okay, so well, as you can see, the down button is grayed out. So the thing that we need to do right now is click on advanced config. Okay, and you need to have click several buttons here, but let's talk about that later. So let's replace manually all the files here. So click on image, go back, go to the folder firmware master, and select MISC. And we're going to do the same for all of them. Así que una vez que hemos clicado, hemos dado a reemplazar en nuestro software, pues lo siguiente que haremos será clicar en Advanced. nos mostrará esta pantalla de aquí. Vemos que ahora mismo está el botón en gris porque no tenemos la consola conectada en modo DFU, así que vamos a empezar seleccionando todas las imágenes, ¿vale? Para ello, pues vamos clicando en Image y vamos rellenándola. System con System, Vendor con Vendor. So, at this point, the option that we need to have click is production, flash erase, MISC, system, vendor, format date partition, format cache partition. Okay, so we are ready to start flashing. So the following thing that we need to do right now is to put the system in DFU mode. For that purpose, we need to connect to the USB-C port 2 to the computer. Don't use the cable provided with the system because it's not a data cable, so you need to use a different one, and connect to the power that you can use the one provided with the system. Once you have all of that connected, okay, you need to hold the firmware button. You need to hold it, okay, and keep hold it and press the power button, okay. So, así que lo siguiente que tenemos que hacer ahora mismo es conectar nuestra NEOGEO Mini al ordenador y conectarla a la corriente. Para conectarla al ordenador no se debe de utilizar el cable suministrado con la consola, puesto que es un cable de solo datos. Este cable se puede utilizar para alimentar la consola y utilizar otro cable de calidad USB-C en el puerto número 2 de la consola, que este es el que conectará al PC. ¿De acuerdo? Para conectarlo en modo descarga tendremos que dejar presionado el botón de firmware y presionar, dejándolo presionado, darle al botón de power. So, let's do it. Let's not do anything. Well, it's not doing anything because I connected to the port 1. My bad. Let's change. Let's start over. Okay, a little problem here. So, okay, you will hear the windows and we are ready to go. So the next thing that we need to do here is click on down. Okay, remember that we have production, flash erase, multiple partition image, format data partition, format cache partition. Just click on down and it will start with the process of flashing. Okay, just scroll down and you can see here a progress bar. It will take approximately 7 minutes to complete, and that's all. Bueno, una vez que ha cambiado el botón de gris a verde, le clicamos en down, hacemos scroll en la barra y veremos que ha comenzado el proceso de flasheo y este tardará aproximadamente unos 7 minutos en hacerse. Possible error that you can find here is that it says partition cap overflow. That means that for some reason your NEOGEO Mini has less space than the unit that we are using to test and to prepare that. Don't worry about that. It's a common issue. Only affects approximately 1 or 2% of the units sold, but it's already there. For that purpose, we have some different custom firmwares in our repository. Si cuando estás flasheando te da un error que te dice partition cap overflow, es porque tu NeoGeo Mini viene con un poco de menos de espacio de las unidades que hemos utilizado para pruebas y es fácil de solucionar. Simplemente tienes que ir al repositorio y bajar las ISOs, los firmware que vienen ya preparados para el Partition Cap Overflow Error. There are other kind of errors. Usually are because you are not connecting. You are using a VM instead of a Windows native machine. You need to use a Windows native machine, and also many other different error are usually is because if you are using a desktop computer, you need to use the rear USB, not the front ones. Um, Hay algunos otros errores que son, bueno, son un poco inconclusivos. Recuerda, ¿sabes? Que tienes que tener conectado el USB a la parte trasera de la torre. Si lo tienes conectado a la parte delantera, normalmente eso suele dar algún tipo de error. So let's wait until that bar is finished. Okay, there is nothing else to do. Just wait until it shows in blue, and once it's displayed in blue, you can just switch off, and that's all. Um, they, bueno, para terminar, lo único que hay que hacer es esperar a que termines, a estos 7 minutos que hemos hablado, que se ponga la barra en azul y una vez que está la barra en azul, pues estamos listos para apagar la consola y funcionar. Well, there are some many other topics. One of them is that how to use the Hilo Stick mini USB. This system is friendly. You are just flashing the latest system that is already ready for that purpose. So the only thing that you need to do is download Hilo Stick Mini, format a flash drive in FAT32, and just copy over the folder NGMH into the root of your USB, and you are ready just to connect to the either port 1 or port 2, and the system will prompt with a menu. What do you want to choose? If do you want to load the internal memory or do you want to load the USB memory? El sistema está preparado para correr los stick mini USB. Lo único que tienes que hacer es, bueno, obviamente, bajarlo, descomprimirlo y tener un pendrive formateado en FAT32, copiar la carpeta NGMH resultante de esa descompresión, copiarlo en un pendrive en FAT32 y estás listo para empezar a funcionar. Una vez que conectes ese pendrive, te aparecerá un menú en el que te dirá si quieres arrancar con la memoria interna de la consola o por el contrario quieres arrancar con el USB. Well, 20 seconds to go. We are almost ready. So now I'm jump to my other camera. I'm going to record how to use the system. So once the blue bar, remember, once the blue bar is displayed, you are ready to switch off and switch on again. So estamos a punto de terminar nuestro flasheo. Lo único que tenemos que hacer a partir de ahora es esperar a que la barra esté azul y ya estamos preparados para apagar la consola.
So once you have your system flash, you boot for the first time, you will see a high stick warning that if you bought that software, you were scammed, because this is totally free. Just if the screen goes black, just click a couple of buttons and wait, and it will just turn with that menu. Okay, so we have different options here. Well, the copyright, the help, in which you can find some different information about the UniVios. You can find the QR for our repository. You can find the option here in which we have category, and in category we can change the folder. So let's jump, for example, to puzzle. Let's wait, it will reboot, and it will show you the different games in the selected category. So just click on A, it will be prompt with UniVios. Okay, so let's select UniVios 4, and during the boot we can press ABC to change that option. So let's say that we want to change to Euro and mode console. Let's exit with V, and here we go. We are in console mode. There are other options, like for example, how to enable the blood in some games, because some games, well, there is no options in game to change the blood. So let's say that we choose Metal Slug 1, okay, and we choose UniVios, and this time we are going to choose the arcade version. So that's right, Europe Arcade. So if we press ABC and start in game, we can see here that we have different sheets. So we have infinite time, gas, cannon, blah 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 blah. Okay, but there is no blood section here. So to do so, we need to enter the game in MBS mode, click on soft reboot and press BCD. So let's do it. Let's press BCD, and it will go directly to the dip switch settings, in which we can just change different things for the MBS system. We can just enable the blood. Well, exit with C. Click on exit. Let's try again. Talking about high-stick mini USB, well, this is what I'm using. I'm using an old-fashioned USB drive with an USB-C to USB-A connector. This is the one that comes from with the ESP, but you can use any other that are available in Amazon. So just plug either into port 1 or port 2. It's interesting to plug into port 1 if you want to play 2 players, because you can plug here an extra pad. Let's switch on. and the system will prompt with the question that what do you want to use to load, if the internal storage, as you can see, or hilo stick, USB. Let's choose hilo stick, and here we are. So we have different sections here. Well, mine is a little bit tidy because I was doing some testing here. Okay, so the difference between this USB and the internal one is that there is no auto refresh, so we need to trigger it manually. So let's say that we want to use the TPS. Let's choose it, and clicking on sort, click on alphabetical order. When we just go back, we can just choose, well, it will auto reload the game. So yes, it's a matter of clicking on the game, and here we are.